Hello viewers, this is Michael from Screen Review, bringing you my 528 podcast. This is my 528 podcast, and like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to break your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this podcast will contain to adult will contain a little adult language. So basically, this podcast will contain to adult language if you're under 18. Once again, I say again, this audio podcast recording will contain to adult language, some adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. Now, sorry about the noise in the background. I know you hear like an airplane flying by, cause sorry about that noise in the background. This is the only time I can do this review at this time. So basically, in case you hear no plane far by, no, it's close to where I live and whatnot. So anyway, let's get into the topic. The reason why Toei should do a Codename Sailor V series. Now, those of you who are big Sailor Moon fans, I am a big Sailor Moon fan. Ever since I watched the Sailor Moon anime, I fell in love with manga. So basically, I did start off reading. I did on the Sailor Moon was my first manga series I ever read after seeing its animated series. I am a big Sailor Moon fan. I am proud of that. So basically, I had no shame. I'm a black man. I love Sailor Moon. So basically, yes, I was so. But honestly, I used to remember watching Sailor Moon, getting up in the morning when Channel 11 was doing this, had those English dubs, coming on early in the only in the week, early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning. So basically, I used to wake up on a weekday to watch the Sailor Moon dubs when Channel 11 had it was aired them on its channel on 5 o'clock in the morning. But anyway. So basically, I'm a big Sailor Moon fan. So basically, that's been said. So basically, my point is, Toei Animation has did the original Sailor Moon series and also the current Sailor Moon series being Sailor Moon Crystal. Now we know that the next Sailor Moon Crystal series is supposed to come out soon. I believe it's coming out in June. I believe it's coming out in June, not July, but June. Yeah. But anyway, so basically, my whole point for this podcast is Toei needs to do a Codename Sailor V series. Now, those of you who don't know who the hell is Codename Sailor V. Codename Sailor V is Sailor Venus, aka Minako's, superhero name. Now, a lot of people, as you guys know, if you read the Sailor Moon manga or you just watch the Sailor Moon anime, as you know that all the Sailor Scouts in the original in the Dark Moon Kingdom saga, we see the birth of Sailor Moon. Then one by one, we got to see how the Sailor Scouts, join Sailor Moon's team, but we never really got so the Sailor team, so each of the Sailor Scouts, origins, how they joined up with Sailor Moon. But when it comes to origin stories that that's what Sailor Venus is different, because it didn't really the Sailor Moon manga and the Sailor Moon animated series hasn't really covered Sailor Venus's origin story, because a lot of people don't know that Codename Sailor V is it's the prequel series. It's the prequel series to Sailor Moon to the Sailor Moon series. So basically, a lot of people doesn't know that Sailor Moon is a sequel to Codename Sailor B. Now, a lot of people don't know that it wasn't for the Codename Sailor B manga series. It wouldn't be no Sailor. It would not been no Sailor Moon at all. It wouldn't be no Sailor Moon manga, no Sailor Moon anime, none of that. No live action Sailor Moon series, none of that. So basically, a lot of people are misinformed that that Sailor Moon is. It's just that a lot of people don't know that it wasn't for the Codename Sailor B series that set the blueprint. Was created by the same was also created by the same person that gave us Sailor Moon. It was set the blueprint to the popular manga series Sailor Moon. Now, the reasons, so basically, I'm just going to state the reasons why. So basically, the one reason why is we could finally get a proper origin story, not only for Sailor Venus, also for Artemis as well. So basically, like I said, the Sailor Moon manga series, or the Sailor Moon anime series never covered. They did an episode, a brief episode about a brief flashback of Sailor Venus, days as Sailor, as they did a brief episode about Sailor Venus's days when she was Sailor B, but never fully covered her days as Sailor Venus. They only did a brief episode. They did a brief episode that sort of like a brief short flashback of her, the reason why of her being Sailor B. So basically, one reason, like I said, the one reason is that we could finally get a proper origin story. We could finally get a proper origin story, not only for Sailor, Minako. Sorry. I'm terrible at the names, but I'm just gonna call her Sailor Venus or Sailor B. We could finally get a true origin story for Sailor Venus's days as Sailor B, and also how she met Artemis and their time fighting the negative the dark agency. So basically, that's one thing we can. But that's one reason why Toei should do a Sailor Codename Sailor B series, because we could finally get a proper origin story to Sailor Venus, and also a proper origin story and how on Artemis, Artemis meeting Sailor Venus as well. One thing to show is the second thing is we can get a proper we can finally get to see the Dark Agency finally in animated action. So basically the enemy. So basically, if you have not read the Codename Sailor B series, that when Sailor Venus met Artemis, basically there was another part of the world fighting like a subdivision of the Dark Moon, the subdivision of one of want to create a subdivision a subdivision of the Negaverse. So basically, I'm going by the English name of the Negaverse called the Dark Agency. So basically, we could probably see those villains like Commander Damien I or Queen. We could probably see those villains finally be betrayed in live animated action. Cause honestly, Codename Being has some good villains, and also a second reason is we could probably see say the business's allies from the manga actually be betrayed in live action anime. So basically, a lot of people. The thing I really like about the Codename series is the Codename series is they did have some good villains. They had some good villains in there, and also some very good allies as well. So basically, I would like to see those villains and allies, finally get a live action anime treatment. So basically, that's one thing. Cause I would like to see the villains from the villains and allies from the Codename series actually come, in anime form. Another reason is to educate people on to finally add to the Sailor Moon legacy. So basically, a lot of people, like I said before, still doesn't know that Codename is was the manga series that gave life to the Sailor Moon, to the whole Sailor Moon franchise. So basically, we could start the series can help help educate people about that Sailor help educate people on that the Codename series manga series is in a way is a prequel to that was the series that gave birth to the whole Sailor Moon franchise. The other reason is here we could damn, where is the other reason here? Damn. I'm looking at my notes here. So basically, the other reason is that the center. So basically, it's still. So basically, it's not the Codename series. It's not a long series to adapt into an anime series. So basically, the whole Codename series is only 15 or 16 chapters long. So basically, 15 or 16 chapters in a manga series adds up to like 2 books worth. So basically, it won't take long to adapt the Sailor Moon manga into a series. Cause honestly, 15 or 16 chapters are basically it's basically like 15 or 16 episodes. So basically a manga chapter, depending on how long it is, usually average manga chapter is at least 32 episodes. So basically it's, I think that, all the Sailor Moon manga chapters are rounds up to 32 pages long. So basically that's pretty much a whole episode right there worth. It's like honestly it's like 15 or 16 chapters worth 15 or 16 chapters worth of manga material adds up to at least 16 episodes. So basically, the series will be short, but it would not take too long for the series to to adapt to be fully adapted. So basically, like the material, the manga is fully completed. It's not that it won't take very long to finish to adapt the Codename the Codename Center B manga series into an anime. Basically, like and basically, like it's basically like it would probably look more like a miniseries, but basically like so basically like so basically it would not take very long to adapt the Codename Center to it won't take very long to do a Codename Center B. Cause it's not that very long. So basically the whole series be one. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied today. So anyway, what I'm saying is that the Codename Therapy manga series is not very long, so basically it won't take up much time to adapt. It could be fully adapted in a short amount of time. So basically, like it won't take most manga series that has story arcs, because it only has one story arc. Is to show how Sailor Venus became as her date as Sailor B, then how she became Sailor Venus. So basically, it just has one story arc. So basically, that adds up to like 16 chapters, or adds up to 15 or 16 chapters long. So basically, basically that's like 15 or 16 episodes was a manga material to adapt into a series. Now, the main reason that is that Codename manga should be adapted into manga series by Toei Animation, because it's been 30 years since so basically Sailor Moon and the original series now, the Codename Venus manga series came out in August 3rd, 1991, and ran to July the 3rd, 1997. Now, the Sailor Moon, so basically the Sailor Moon, yeah, sorry, looking at my notes. Course, the Sailor Moon series came out, the Sailor Moon manga series came out in December 28, 19, it came out in December 28, 2001. So basically, from that day, it's basically like I believe like of course my 7 years apart. So basically, the Codename Shadow Beast is seen it. The Codename Shadow Beast manga came and. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little tongue-tied today. Sorry about this. So basically, it's a 7-year gap between when the Codename Shadow Beast manga came out and when the Sailor Moon manga series came out. So basically, it's been 30 years. It's been 30 years since the Sailor Moon, since the Sailor Beast, since the Codename Shadow Beast manga came out, and this August the 3rd will mark the 30-year anniversary of the Codename Shadow Beast manga series. So basically, it makes sense to do so basically what the Codename Shadow. So basically, this year in August the 3rd will mark the 30-year anniversary of the Codename Shadow Beast manga series. So basically, it would be awesome to Toei finally doing finally adapting the Codename Shadow Beast manga series into an anime series. Now, one more reason is that there is a lot of a lot of Sailor Moon fans want to see the Codename Sailor Venus series to be manga series to be adapted into an anime series. There is a demand. There is a real demand of finally seeing the Codename Sailor manga series being adapted into a animated series. A lot of people want to see this, but so far this has not been the creator of Saturday and slash Sailor Moon has not, always said that she always wanted the code name Sailor her code name Sailor B manga series to be adapted into an anime series, but seems like things have been coming up, stopping that from happening. So basically, I'm hoping that whoever watched this, whoever watched this, from the people from Toei Animation who watched this video will finally, finally get off their ass and finally adapt the code name so the Beast manga series into an anime series. So basically, these are my reasons why, this is my main reason why that Toei Animation should adapt the codename say the big manga and manga series into a animated series. Cause honestly, it's been 30 fucking years. The series gave birth to Sailor Moon herself, and Sailor Moon is one of the best. Is one of the best mangas. One of the best. It's one of the top. It's still in the top 10 manga series, manga series and anime series of all time. So basically, we should finally get justice to the manga that gave birth to the whole Sailor Moon franchise. So basically, it's finally we need justice. So basically that the codename Sailor B manga series needs justice because the series gave birth and set the blueprint to give us the whole Sailor Moon franchise. So basically, I want this video all my Sailor Moon fans out there, all my codename Sailor B fans out there. I think that we should whoever watched this video that Toei should get off their ass and finally do something about this and finally adapt the codename Sailor B manga series into a fucking anime series immediately for its 30th anniversary that is coming up very soon. So anyway, this just my reasons why I'm hoping that Toei will finally do adapt the codename Sailor B series into a animated series. But we just have to wait and see. But I really fucking hope so. But we just have to wait and see. So anyway, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this idea? What do you guys think about about Toei Animation finally adapting the codename Sailor B series into a animated series? So basically, what do you guys think about this? Is it a good idea or a bad idea? Or you just don't care or just nah? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, this is Michael from Screen View. Sign off. 1,